Hey there, welcome back to the channel. So every year I do an evaluation of all my credit cards. So I have several. They mostly travel card, actually, yeah, mostly travel cards. I got a couple just legacy Visa cards that I keep for emergency spares. But the travel cards, as you all know, come with a premium. Some of them are quite hefty, like the American Express Platinum has a very large premium. The American Express Delta Reserve has a huge premium. Those have always been successful for me. I can justify them and I can pay off the premium without using the points or the lounge access. We're a little bit, I think last year I had trouble justifying the American Express Platinum without including the lounge access, but I think I'm on solid ground this year where I don't include the lounge access and I never include the points. Points have got to be gravy or it's not worth it. So those have been well for me. Unfortunately, some did not make the cut this year. I've had the American Express Gold card for a number of years. I think this is a stylish card. This rose gold, it's gorgeous. American Express by far down has class when it comes to cards, both their usefulness and their aesthetics. This is a heavy metal card. It's gorgeous rose color. I love it for the aesthetics. However, I don't have credit cards for the aesthetics. And even though it comes with, I think, $120 of Uber credits every year, which I use Uber all the time. So all Uber credits are wonderful for me. You get the same with American Express, a little bit more, I believe, with the American Express. But with the Uber credits, it's awesome. Except now, living not in the US, I've not gotten any restaurant points for this. I don't get any dining credits. I don't have DoorDash or any of the things that can get me perks for this card that you can in the US. They say you get 4x points on international dining. Maybe you do, but not where I live. Not getting any extra points. I ended up picking up a Chase Sapphire Preferred, not the Reserve, Chase Sapphire Preferred card when they had that $100,000 sign-up bonus. Couldn't pass that up. And down here in South America, it comes with 3x dining points. I'm getting 3x dining points. It's only a $99 card, whereas this has a $325 cost to it now. I just couldn't justify that. I'm not getting the points for it. The benefits won't cover it anymore because of where I live. I mean, if you're living in the States and you eat, food or dining, this card is awesome. I suggest you look into it, the American Express Gold, if you're living in the US. You might have luck in other countries. In South America, specifically Ecuador, it wasn't cutting it for me. So I had to cut it. I was not going to pay that extra fee. I'm just not getting the money out of it anymore. So I killed it off, and that was painful. The other one that wasn't cutting it for me, I got to be careful with this, is the Delta Sky Miles Gold card. I got this years ago when I first flew Delta. It was a no-brainer. It was free. It had no annual membership for the first year. You got a free check bags. I forget where we were going and we were checking luggage. I'm like, well, I'll just pick this up so I get free check luggage. It worked great. It's a nice card. There's nothing wrong with the American Express Delta Sky Card, Gold Delta Sky Card, but I have the Reserve card, which has everything that this card has plus more. There's no good overlap for them. So this card at the $99 fee, even though it's a cheap fee, not worth it. If you've got the Delta Reserve card, you might as well ditch this gold card. And I did. It was hard. I liked it. Now, one of the things when you're ditching cards, you may be concerned about, you may want to be cautious of, is if you care a lot about your credit score, it can affect that credit score. This card for me had a rather high credit limit, and ditching it off would severely bring down the credit limit, the total available credit, thus affecting the credit score. Personally, I don't really care. That credit score doesn't mean anything to me. I pay cash for everything. I don't need loans, so it has no meaning, although I'm lucky, mine's good. And I like to keep it that way in case I do need to buy a car. Maybe I need a loan for a car or something, who knows. So I try to watch my credit score. In ditching that big of a chunk of available credit would affect the score. It would probably balance back out and come back up. But what American Express did And this works in their favor because they don't like it when you don't cancel cards. They like to have members. They traded me in for a blue card that had no annual fee. I think it's a Delta Sky Mileage blue card. It has almost no value to me, but it's a free card. They just moved the credit limit over, so I kept the same available credit pool, thus not pinging my credit. The these gold cards, same with the platinum card, they don't show up on a credit limit. They have no preset credit limit, so ditching this won't affect me. At least I don't think so. I'll find out, I guess. Again, it doesn't matter. The credit score is a game that I don't really care about. I've got a credit score in two countries. It makes no difference to me. But I do try to maintain them to be good in case I ever need anything. But that's something that if you're really concerned about your credit score, something you should be careful of when you're dropping cards. So don't necessarily drop, just move down a tier. Like for the Delta card, I just said I wanted to get rid of it. They said, why don't you take the blue card, keep your credit limit, and it's no fee. I'm like, cool, I'll do that. Excellent, no problem. So American Express is really easy to work with. I think others are easy if you want to move down. You know, they obviously want you to keep the premium card, but I've had good luck working with them, and I've killed off two this year. Again, nothing wrong with either one of these two gold cards. It's just, it doesn't suit my current lifestyle. If I'm ever living full time again in the US, I'd probably get that gold card back, the American Express Gold, not the Delta one, just the plain American Express Gold card. I'd get that back. That's a great card if you're living in the U.S. and you eat out and buy groceries a lot, which I do. So, um, so that's this year's death toll. I hate to put it that way for credit cards. This is the first year I've really trimmed down cards in a very long time. And I think these two, good. That's $425 a year savings for things I wasn't getting any value of. So I ditched it. Hope you find this useful, interesting. I encourage you to reflect on your cards every year. Don't get emotionally attached to your credit cards. Do watch your credit score, of course, and be mindful of that. And have fun traveling. And I hope you get lots of points on your cards and get out on the road. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.